Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Refuge from Narcissism, and this refugee video is sponsored by contribution from Vincent. And Vincent asked for another political video, which is very good timing based on where we are with what happened yesterday. Never forget the press is the enemy. The establishment is the enemy. The professors are the enemy. The professors are the enemy. Write that on a blackboard 100 times and never forget it. Richard Nixon. Say what you will about Richard Nixon being corrupt or not. Whatever he was accused of or resigned for is nothing compared to what has gone on since. So, yesterday, and I'm sure a lot of you are feeling pretty dumb. Those of you who have taken out student loans and then went out and got jobs and actually paid them off. Because yesterday Biden announces that he is forgiving, I think, up to $10,000 in student loan debt. By forgiving, meaning since student loans are backed by the federal government, okay, they're not just going to make that debt go away. No. That means they're going to tax you, okay, whether you went to college or not, have a college degree or not, okay. You're going to have to now pay the student loan debts. If you're an electrician, if you're a plumber, if you're a truck driver, if you work in retail, no matter what, whether you had student loans, didn't have student loans, paid them off, you are now responsible to the tune of $300 billion that this is going to cost. $300 billion minimum, because that's the number they're telling you. We know you could probably triple that, quadruple that. You are going to pay the tuitions of mostly rich, spoiled white kids, the doctors, the lawyers, the politicians, the people who took out these loans, okay, and now they want you to pay for it. With taxpayer money. No. They're not just eliminating debt. No, the cost isn't zero. This is going to be paid off. You think the federal government isn't getting theirs? So now you got to pay off somebody who took out student loans to take, the old adage is take interpretive dance, liberal arts, whatever, analyzing the meaning behind Taylor Swift's lyrics. Those are real college courses. To the tunes of tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars to these universities, federally insured. You can't declare bankruptcy on it. You can't get out from under that debt once you sign it. Now you're responsible for it. But don't be mad. And this is tough to say. And yeah, there's a lot of validity, okay, into why am I paying for you to take an interpretive dance class? Because you wasted your time, partied your ass off in college, okay, got a meaningless degree, can't work, can't find a job in your field, okay, now that's my problem? There's a lot of validity in that. But the people who took out the loans, by and large, shouldn't be held responsible for it. You shouldn't put the blame on them. Why? Well, first off, you're getting these people, when they're 17, 18, 19. signing lifelong contracts after you just put them through a schooling system that's for 13 years that has been preparing you for college, telling you if you don't go to college, you got nothing. You'll never amount to nothing. You'll be flipping burgers. This is what they've been telling us since Gen X was in school. Prepping everybody, making you believe, well, if I don't go to college, so let me sign. That's on top of all the Marxist indoctrination that's been going on in these schools, that's been accelerated the last few years. The same Marxism that exists in all these college universities. Pay all this money to be brainwashed to get a piece of paper at the end. Most times, is pretty meaningless. And then they end up flipping those same burgers with a sociology degree. A degree in human resources, like in human discovery. It's not their fault. You got college universities, okay, that the school system have been telling you are so prestigious. They're so prestigious. You're telling this to an 18-year-old. Of course they're going to believe it. So you can't put the preponderance of the blame on them. You really can't, because it was unfair. Now, am I saying that these loans we shouldn't be doing anything about them? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Does that mean these loans should just be forgiven outright? Not necessarily. But it shouldn't be the U.S. taxpayer that's paying for it. $300 billion. So where do you get $300 billion to pay for this? Is there anywhere that you can find $300 billion to pay for these student loans to these universities who gave out these worthless pieces of paper and offered these useless degrees, who these people were told that, were so prestigious and, without them, you'll do nothing. You'll be flipping burgers. Huh. Is there anybody? Well, even though it's a government-backed loan, you don't want to do it through the government because, it's taxpayer money. The student who took out the loan obviously doesn't have the money because, they're paying off these loans their whole lives, so that's out. Is there anyone else in this equation? The universities. Huh. Well, where are the universities? Where are the universities going to find $300 billion from? Weird. Dang it. Well, college football is pretty big, as is college basketball. Huh. I mean, Alabama just renegotiated after 1 year with their head football coach, Nick Saban. Great football coach, a lot of championships. To pay him $10 million per year. Now, for them to be paying him $10 million a year, they have to be making a lot of they got to be a lot of money on hand, and there's got to be a lot of revenue coming in. Well, not all universities are that size, but listen, there's a lot of sports leagues. There's a lot of sports divisions in college football. There's enough of them. They're making big money, national televised, bowl games. There's a lot of universities, more than you could even probably name off the top of your head, that actively participate live on television, big-time universities. But what about the rest of them? You know, I heard about something called endowments within the universities. And what an endowment is basically a hedge fund that is untaxed. It's an untaxed hedge fund, like an investment account or a savings account that all these universities put their money into, that is completely untaxed by the federal government. And like, well, let's see. You could just Google largest college, U.S. college endowments, and I came right up with top 20 list from 2010 to 20, this up to 2018. Let's see. Excuse me. Let's see with what the top 20, just the top 20 universities have on hand in their endowment. Number one, Harvard. Ooh, prestigious. Ivy League. Expensive school to go to. How much does Harvard have in their endowment? Oh, as of 2018. Oh, $33.7 billion. 33%. $33.7 billion. $300 billion. It's a chunk. One school. Yale University. Oh. $23.606 billion. UT System, $22.34 billion. Stanford University, $20.38 billion. Princeton University, $20.25 billion. MIT, $12.23 billion. TAMUS, $9.59 billion. UPenn, $9.24 billion. URI, $9.19 billion. NU, I think it's Northwestern, $8.81 billion. Columbia, $8.77 billion. Notre Dame, $7.75 billion. UC, $7.61 billion. University of Chicago, $7 billion in the University of Chicago. How's the city of Chicago doing these days? Their university is sitting on $7 billion. Duke University, $6.64 billion. Pretty good basketball team as well. WUST, West St. Louis. I don't understand that one, but they got $6.21 billion. Emory, $6.15 billion. Oh, the Emory. That bastion of conservatism, huh? Cornell, $5.73 billion. UVA, $5.55 billion. And Rice, $5.11 billion. That's just the top 20. Billions of dollars. Billion. You want to know where to release student debt from? Start with these corrupt endowments. Harvard University is holding basically $34 billion. Yale is holding $24 billion. Right there. Right, it's over $50 billion of your $300 billion. Just the top 20 schools. How many of you knew this was going on? And understand something. That money is untaxed. Untaxed. Meanwhile, these student loans, okay, you can, because they're government backed, you're never able to get out from under that debt. You can't declare bankruptcy on it. You won't be able to collect Social Security if it's not paid off. What a scam. And for what? For a piece of paper that a lot of times is ending up having these people who have them flipping those burgers anyway. Seize the endowments. Seize the endowments. Never forget the press is the enemy. The establishment is the enemy. The professors are the enemy. The professors are the enemy. Write that on a blackboard 100 times and never forget it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you to Vincent for another contribution and sponsoring. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. And if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover. Excuse me, I'm coming down with something again. Something you'd like me to expose. You'd like to set up a Skype, phone call, have a private video made. You'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it. Or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Refuge from Narcissism. Take care.